Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am super excited to share with you my fall journal for Rosie's, who is Rosie's Creative Wings here on YouTube. She did her first digital kit ever. It was a massive one. It was called Blossoming Beauty, and this pretty lady here just screamed out to me along with another one, but I got so lost in creating her that I still need to go back and finish the aviator. Even though she's not dressed for fall, it's just screamed fall colors to me, and that's where I went with it. You can see she turned out to be a chunky one, not a gator mouth, but she is stock full of stuff. And I did a tassel, and she is just pretty. Okay, so she measures 9 by 6 with a 2-inch spine. And for the cover, I did it in a cream cardstock, as you saw when I was doing the updates. It's the lay flat method. There goes the burlap that I put on the spine. I did use a rose gold with a corrugated cardstock from Spellbinders. Here is the image from the kit. I did get to an opportunity to play with my gilding flakes. You can see it there in gold. Here I created a cluster. I had a large leaf and I just cut it down into 3 pieces and layered it so it looks like it's multiple leaves. Added some reddish brown eyelash trim, and then these gold stems with the leaves were gifted to me recently. Thank you very much. With some flowers. When I saw the flowers, I was like, oh yes, I know exactly where it's gonna go. And then I added some gold drills. I also in my stash had an assortment of these 4 leaves, so I just lined it all on the spine. I used one of these loops, spine loops that I got from Temu, and then this is an assortment of either the same fabric that I use for the closure. I have some eyelash trim, I have some crochet trim, I have the lace that I've used on the spine, the fabric that was left over I have in there. And not too long ago I did a video on a chindi rug that I took apart, and this was one of the material that was in there, and it just tied in so beautifully. I cut it into strips. This was a different one. It could have been the same one. Could have been the same one. And I just added it in there, and it just gave it that pizzazz. I also added in the gold leaves, and in here I also did very light beading. I am no expert, but I have this that I shared on my channel, and I'll put it on the end screen for the chindi rug, as well as how to do these wine cork dangles. So that's on a bowl pin with an eye screw in the cork, and then some wax seal, and that's just a tree of life there. Some beading that I shared with you when Loki was ill. I added a bunch of them there. I have a charm here that says made with love, and on the second chain I have some more beads, and then a gold heart charm. And I would have added more, but I ran out of gold jump rings. Can you believe it? But it's there, it's cute, it just sits there, and that's the tassel. You can see from the top it has a lot of stuff happening. The back is more of the same layering I did in the front with the gilding flakes and the rose gold, the corrugated, and I did some sewing on the front and the back. This was a material that I had, used my fringe scissors to give it that decorative edge, and that's the closure. So let's get into her. The beauty about these loops is that you can slide it up and open the journal and it will not interfere. So for the inside cover, I used some of the fussy cuts And I added some drills, words out of my stash, some more of that material, and just made clusters. In here, this is something that I want to do, and you've probably seen something similar from Pam from the Paper Outpost. She offers hers. I chose not to use her and make my own. I absolutely love it. And it says a note from the journal maker. A journal is not just a way to record your thoughts, feelings, or desires. It's also a way to capture moments in time that brought you joy, either in the activity or with the people you were with. There are many ways to journal, and the beauty in the way it has evolved is totally up to you. Glue in a movie ticket with the date, or glue in a picture with your favorite friends at dinner. The purpose of journaling is to trigger your memories of that day as you flip through the pages. No need for long paragraphs unless you want to. So the person who comes across it knows nothing of the memento you kept inside, but you do, and that's the beauty of it all. Hope you enjoy the journal that was given to you, and may it hold all the greatest moments you would like to include in here. Sincerely, Dahlia, your journal maker. So that's what I'm going to start including in all my journals. And I thought that was really sweet, because people think of journals and they think that it has to be like a traditional diary. I shared this with you, the craft paper that I just did some ink splattering in gold, green, and black. And then all the lace is on the decorative pages, and they are sewn. I did come across a leaf punch on one of my trips to bins, so you're going to see that on all the pages for the most part, and then the tabs. On this one, I did take some leftover fabric and just put it on each side of the page. And then the leftover fabric here, I just added a bold pin with a key, so it has a cute little dangle that hangs off. And let's see. Okay. Here is this fabric that I got from that chindi rug, and I sewed it into a ruffle. It's very soft. Decorative corner tuck pocket. And then I just took some coffee tea dye paper, inked it, and just tucked that into the pocket for additional journaling. And then on my video for altered buttons, this was one of the ones. This is actually what inspired me to alter the button. And then I created this for the video, and I thought the colors went well, so I just tacked it there to the fabric, and the fabric is glued to the paper. More writing spot. Here is the book page that I glued together using fabric, and then used some tea stained paper to create some journaling spaces or writing spaces. Used a lot of the fussy cuts to decorate, and then a leaf as a tab, and that's the other side. Here is that pocket. This is just packing material that I inked that can be used for journaling, and of course I ink splatter back here with yellow, green, black, and gold. All the edges are inked. This is like a parchment paper that I get from my job. I did sew around and made it into a pocket. And then on this side I added lace, some extra fabric, some more some ribbon from my stash, another leaf, some diamond dots in orange, and then the strings that came off the material, all of this, I hold on to it. And let me get my bucket. I hold on to it, and when I need to create a cluster, I just pull, cut, and that's what I use to add in the background. So that's where you see all these little messy strings. That's what that is. From when I'm sewing, when I'm ripping fabric, when I'm shredding fabric, everything goes in here, and then I use it. In this pocket, I just added some memo paper and an index card. Here is the journaling card. And then, of course, more fussy cuts, more words out of my stash. This was the leftover fabric that I had left once everything was done, with a few spare. I left myself a couple of strips to play with. So I just decided to sew it into the signature. Here is the leftover piece from when I cut this down. and I sewed it closed. Some more of that material from the rug, a little piece of burlap that I had lying around, a fussy cut, some drills, and then I created the tag to go in it, and then I used packing material to back it up, and then of course more pieces of that fabric from the rug. So that sits there, and I love the contrast there. Okay, this was tucked in here, but then of course I had to use another one of my buttons, so I left that there on the material, and then you can see the tail that I left. This is just the envelopes that I shared with you that I made. I decided to leave it empty. And then here is a magnetic bookmark. I also did a video on how to do these. And then there's the cluster. This time I used the eyelash trim, some more of that material, some drills, and that just snaps right up there. When you flip it over, I did this flip out and used some of that netting, another one of the fussy cuts, added drills in the center of the flowers, added a leaf behind there. I created the tag for it, and I just used one of my Temu background stamps and just stamped it. Wasn't looking for perfection. I just wanted some interest in the back. And then this is tea dye paper. I did put reinforcements on everything, and then this is more of that material, and that slides in here, and then one of the tags from the kit, and then that flips out, and then I stamp back here, and then to attach it to the page I disguised it with some more of that material. This is also something that we get from Dollar Tree. Cut two pieces out, attached it to another strip of that fabric, and then this time I sewed it to make sure that it was on and it wasn't going to go anywhere, and it's just for interest. Here is that folder with the side tuck. I created a little cluster down here. Again, you can see those threads from my basket. Some more of that another piece of material, and then this is ephemera that I also shared a video on how to do, and I just stuffed them all in there, and all the colors that I thought matched. Layered it on top of some more fabric, some mesh tool, and then out of tea stain paper I created this mini envelope for decoration just to tuck that in, and then added some drills. Here is the large journaling card. Again, I scrunched up some fabric, laid the gold down, and then that just sticks out on the side. Here is another cluster using some more strings, some more material, some lace. Here is one of the envelopes that I made. I lined it on the inside and stamped on the outside, and one of the journaling cards from the kit. I had so much fun doing this. Here is another little cluster with material, the ephemera. I added drills in the center of the flowers, all over with some more strings. Here is just a tag. And then this is just the center of the first signature, so that's for writing. Here's another cluster. This time I used the speckled mesh against the green. Another tag, more material, stenciling on the back, and I did stencil the back just on the outside. Here's the other side of that folder. Loki's getting excited. There goes the cluster. Some more drills. Lined this envelope, left it blank, and then stamped on the outside. And then on the other side of the folder, there goes the cluster for that. And then, of course, the same journaling card to match the other one on the other side. So that's the effect that you get. I love this. This flips over. This is just a very basic craft envelope that I decided to include. I created the cluster on the bottom, and then I did one of my altered paper clips, and this left a long tail. Inked that flower down just a little bit, and on the top I added a charm. That's what the back looks like. And it's just to keep the envelope closed. I didn't do anything on the inside. This can be journaled on because when you close it, you don't see it. And I thought it was really a fun way to be able to have like a little hidden writing spot. And then that hangs off the top. On the other side, what did I do here? Oh, I didn't secure it to the paper, to the page. Oh, now I got the other one. Okay. This is the other side of the envelope. I just trimmed it down because it came out to about here. I took that speckled mesh and sewed it on top of the flap to give it strength. Created a cluster, used one of the tags, put some fabric in the back, and that's just a tea stain paper to write on. This one has lines. And I love how old it looks. That just tucks in there. Here's the other side of that flat. This time I added a leaf, some more threads. This is the tag that I put in there. Love the colors. And these are all the colors that I love, guys. And then this hangs off the top. The other side of that paper, the other side of the material. Belly band. Again, I just stamped. Left the envelope plain, empty. The other side of the folder, exactly the same. Use some of the images from the ephemera from the kit. Same stuff inside the pocket. Here on the other side here, I just created a corner tuck with an envelope. The other side of the book page. This is an upper tuck with some tea-stained tracing paper. That's all that is. And then this thing. So when I was putting this journal together, I thought I did something spectacular, and I took a picture of it and I shared it with a friend. I said, isn't this a cool thing to put on the edge of a page, just using your punches and your scraps? And she was like, yeah, that's actually really pretty. It came out beautiful. And then gently she told me that Treasure Books, probably about a week before I shared my picture, had done like a video on all the multiple things that you can add on the edge of a page in your journals. So she let me down easy, but I still thought it was spectacular. I didn't see the video. I have yet to go back and see the video. But I will. I'm gonna research it. But yeah, thought I did something great. But like I said, guys, I'm so late to the game. Nothing that I'm doing, I'm sure it might be new to me, but it might have been around for a long time. And then of course the leaves throughout, and then we're in the middle. So in the center, I decided to take some file folder with shoe polish, distress it to get that color that I want. And then I created a writing board, and this is just for you to be able to stick in your journal and just be able to write, right, and not be hindered with what's on the other side. So there's a lot of writable pages here, but you can stick this behind it and then just write without hindrance. So I decided to put that in the center. And then here, I just left a card blank. I'm probably going to come back around the edges, ink it, and just leave it as a large plain journaling card. But I didn't know what else to do to that. Added some lace, fussy cut out the image to mirror this one. Another little cluster down here. The second signature is really similar, just different clusters. This is a bannered paper clip that I added a dangle to, just to be able to keep this envelope closed. It's exactly like the other one, but I love that it would hang out. Did I grab it right? Yeah. That it would just hang, the dangle would hang outside of the journal. So that's all that is. And I didn't add anything in here because she was starting to get a little chunky, but I might. Here's the belly band. Added some diamond dots, stained index cards, stained paper, and this little corner tuck I just added with the offcuts for when I cut the pages down. Just a little tablet, scrap pieces of paper that they can rip off. Another leaf. Here, I didn't tuck anything in here. Not sure if I want to. Oh, I can actually take this because it's so vibrant and just add that there. Same as the other one. I just moved them around. Upper tuck with tea stained paper, fabric. Here is the tag for that one with the decorative edge that I thought I was a rock star with. Some more of that tulle. Here I just added leftover fabric on a bow pin with a button. In this pocket I created the tag with some second generation stenciling. In this one I added this beautiful gold brown and reddish brown leaf on top of some fabric and some netting, and then some drills. Here is this pocket. This is an hidden paper clip. I love doing this way because I can add the tassels on the top, and I left all the strings just to hang. And then this is a little mini envelope. I had so much fun making those. It was a die that was gifted to me. Super cute. And then here's the other one. This is the bigger one. And then I just created a tuck there. Here is the inside. Simple cluster. Lots of leftover material that I just stuck in there. This was also gifted to me recently. Love, love, love that. I added another tab here with a brown tassel, and then using my, sorry about that, using my leftovers, I just pieced together the front of a tag. Okay, more of that material. Here is another flip out, and these are made with these envelopes. I upcycle envelopes like what you get in junk mail. And I did a light collage here. Didn't want to make it too busy. Small little simple cluster there. Here's the tag I created for that. And not sure if I want to come back and stamp something there and then just stamped on the back. But that's what I did with those envelopes. And here's the flap of the envelope. And then I used some more of that material from the rug, added the lace there, and then just tucked some ephemera in there. And these are the strings that I tell you, once I pull them off, I just put them in the bin. Here's that other half of that little tag flip material, corner tuck with some tea stained paper. The other pocket. And here I added a tab with a little charm. Some packing paper. Here's the book page with the writing spots. Another ruffled trim. And then I added the gold. And then this one I actually brought it around so you can see it on the other side. And then that's the back. Here's the back pocket. Very simple cluster there. A large journaling tag with that random stamping, all sewn with an ephemera piece. Oh my gosh, I can't believe she's done. Oh, I had so much fun with her. Everything hangs out off the side. Love the look of it, but it's not crazy. Love how all the tags and tassels come out through the top. This is the fabric that I was using to attach the mesh pieces and the book pages, so I left them long so they can stick out. I didn't add any charms because she's already starting to she was starting to get really full. And I absolutely love her. She was just a pleasure to play with, and I'm eager to get into the aviator, and I'm just so proud of her. I love her. She came out beautiful in all her 4 colors. All right, let me know what you think. I am also considering using this journal as my 1K giveaway. So if you made it this far into the video, you're getting a sneak peek at what I am offering as the grand prize for the giveaway. I'm still undecided if I'm going to do additional prizes, but I think because on the voting, everyone voted for a journal, and because I think I did a pretty decent job with this one and really incorporated a lot of different techniques and feels, and I think this would be a nice, a nice win for someone. If you don't journal, that's okay. She makes a cute little false decorative piece when she sits on your shelf. And let me know what you think. I'm still undecided. I haven't announced it yet, but when I was creating her, I was creating her with a lot of love and a lot of appreciation. And yeah. So Rosie's Blossoming Beauty digital kit, all links in my description box, guys. She's one of 11, and thank you, Rosie, for the opportunity to play with your designs. I had so much fun. I'm going to continue to go through all those beautiful ladies, and I'll catch you at the next one. Take care now. Bye.